The Scandalous Life of Giacomo Cassanova, the world's greatest lover. Welcome back, history buffs. Today, we're diving deep into the life of one of history's most notorious figures, a man whose name has become synonymous with seduction, scandal, and adventure. That's right, we're talking about Giacomo Cassanova, the 18th century Venetian whose escapades have inspired novels, films, and countless romantic fantasies. But beneath the glamorous veneer of romance lies a life filled with danger, deceit, and the dark underbelly of European high society. Giacomo Casanova was born in Venice in 1725, the son of a theater actress and a possibly dubious father. Raised in a world of art, culture, and licentiousness, Casanova was destined for a life far removed from the ordinary. His intellect and charm were evident from a young age, but so too were his vices. Sent to study in Padua, he quickly abandoned academics for the pleasures of the city, indulging in gambling, duels, and the seduction of local women. But it was his involvement with powerful women that set the stage for his scandalous life. Casanova's charm was magnetic, and he quickly found himself in the company of wealthy patrons and lovers who opened doors to the most exclusive circles in Europe. However, this rapid rise also earned him powerful enemies, setting the stage for his eventual downfall. Casanova's reputation as a lover was built on his countless affairs with women from all walks of life: noblewomen, actresses, servants, and even nuns. His memoirs, Histoire de ma vie, The Story of My Life, detail his encounters in explicit detail, painting a picture of a man driven by an insatiable appetite for pleasure and conquest. But Casanova was not merely a seducer. He was a master manipulator who used his charm to gain influence and wealth. He dabbled in various professions, from cleric to soldier, and even worked as a spy for the Venetian government. His ability to navigate the complex and often dangerous world of European politics was matched only by his skill in navigating the equally treacherous world of love and seduction. However, his love affairs were not without consequence. Casanova frequently found himself embroiled in scandals, including an affair with a nun that led to a major scandal in Venice. His lifestyle eventually caught up with him, and in 1755, he was arrested by the Venetian Inquisition for public outrages against the holy religion. The charges were vague, but his libertine lifestyle and rumored involvement in Freemasonry and occult practices were likely the real reasons behind his arrest. Imprisoned in the notorious Leeds, Piombi prison in Venice, Casanova faced what seemed like a bleak future. However, his audacity and cunning had not deserted him. In one of the most daring escapes of the 18th century, Casanova managed to break out of the supposedly inescapable prison in 1756. The escape was a tale worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster, complete with forged documents, secret messages, and a dramatic dash across the rooftops of Venice. After his escape, Casanova fled to Paris, where he reinvented himself as a wealthy and mysterious aristocrat. His fame, or infamy, preceded him, and he quickly became a fixture in the French court. In Paris, he mingled with the likes of Voltaire and Madame de Pompadour, and even found himself involved in a scheme to establish a state lottery, which made him a fortune. Despite his success, Casanova's reckless behavior continued to catch up with him. He was forced to flee from city to city across Europe, often one step ahead of the law, angry husbands, or creditors. His final years were a far cry from the glamorous life he had once led. Penniless and in poor health, he took a job as a librarian for a Bohemian count, a far cry from his days as a celebrated lover and adventurer. It was during these final years that Casanova began to write his memoirs. Histoire de ma vie is one of the most detailed accounts of 18th century European society, offering insights not only into his scandalous life, but also into the politics, culture, and personalities of the time. The memoirs were so explicit that they were not published in their entirety until the 19th century, and even then, many editions were heavily censored. Casanova died in 1798, but his legacy lived on. He became a symbol of the libertine spirit of the Enlightenment, and his name became synonymous with the archetype of the charming, deceitful seducer. Yet, Casanova was more than just a womanizer. He was a complex figure who lived a life full of contradictions, a man who sought both love and power, who was both a villain and a victim of excesses and contradictions of the human spirit. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's most scandalous figures, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more captivating historical tales. Until next time, keep exploring the past. It's filled with stories that are stranger and more scandalous than fiction. Scandalous